So one film I won't say, but one incident which I very clearly remember, and I am not able to figure out a better reason, was Kahuna Pyare, release of Kahuna Pyare. I was in school and there was an immediate theatre right in front of my school, and I didn't watch movies in theatres till I was in 10th standard. So when Kahuna Pyare released, I got this term called fortnight superstar in the papers, and my teachers were asking us to read newspapers to improve language and all of that. So I read this cinema column and sports column, and then you have this Hrithik Roshan, the fortnight superstar, and there was this theatre was almost vacant all the time, and now it was all crowded, and that mass hysteria kind of stayed in me, and gradually with my teenage part I started to look into. Then there was this moment wherein I saw Spadigam movie of Mohanlal sir in a TV, I mean, at home, and that machoism that he displayed on screen. Maybe my growing up stage, I was attracted toward these gentlemen and their kind of work, and then I started exploring more of cinema. Later by 18-19 I was pretty sure that this is something that I would like to invest my rest of my life to. It's been I'm 37 right now, so almost 20 years of my life I have invested. Maybe we are discussing Marco after 12 years of being in the industry for me, but that's a lot of investment in terms of, because whatever I've learned about cinema has been through personal experiences and all the mistakes that I've done. Every individual has a life journey, regardless of how you are. Unless you have work ethics and work commitment, I don't think you will be able to survive. I've seen people ridiculing kids who come from a movie background and then getting bashed online, but I think we can't help it, because if there is a reference point at home, it's always easier to follow that. And I rather like to discuss or think about all the good that I can do as a filmmaker or as an actor, improve upon areas where I am weak, rather than think about not getting those opportunities because I am an outsider or because I don't have a contact or anything like that. Because cinema is kind of magical. If you put in a lot of effort, I think it happens. And also I am someone who believes in destiny, luck and all of that. Yeah, we never knew like how little will it be perceived by anybody, because it's an A-rated film, lot of action, it was censored twice. So we were getting scared. I mean, like, oh, this is too much. So I thought my wildness or my vision about cinema to create an experience was just a bit way too much. Am I going a bit ahead of time? But all those things were put to rest after the movie was released. So nobody knows which is a success formula for any film, be it any superstar. I am very sure about it, because being in the industry and with my limited knowledge about the craft, I know nobody can come out and tell that this movie is going to do for XYZ reason, because they are all playing a gambling stuff here. The only driving force is the love for cinema and to create a magic, and that is taking them forward. Yeah, I don't know if I know that one thing, I will try to repeat it, but I think it's a cumulative effort. A lot of departments are shining at the same time, like the makeup department and the art department. It plays a vital role in the visual impact, and the music department. That has created that emotional surge, then performances, and all of it, and a lot of luck. I have to say that. To be very honest, there is something in me that connects, or I think I carry within, is when I say okay to anything. So if I don't connect to a character or a story at somewhere, I don't think I will be involved enough to take it forward, because this is a big process, 5 months, 6 months of doing something that you like. So there has to be a connect, and when I say there is a connect, I don't say that I propagate the idea of violence. I don't see Marco just as a violent film. Violence is just the act that Marco creates. I think there is this soft side of Marco which connected that for the family, for the friends. That's one thing emotionally. Second thing is that the look and feel, the kind of cinema that I've never been part of. This is the kind of cinema that I aspire to be a part of. Seen a lot of films which creates a lot of adrenaline rush amongst the audience. So I, as a producer as well, I thought and I felt that the kind of cinema has a definite market to it. These are the many reasons that I got attracted to doing something like Marco. I don't try to. I think I'm intelligent enough to understand this is cinema, and I also feel that 60 years, 70 years before, let's say 30, 40 years before, I would have maybe discussed that okay, cinema to an extent influences the youth of this country and all. But now it is not that much. I can say that it's not that much. People will react because they saw a film. They understand because now India is the country of the most number of young minds, and we are most exposed to all kinds of technical gadgets and all of that, and we have been exposed to a lot of cinema. Our understanding is we are growing like really fast, and I will not accept that the youth of this country is that unaware that they will club cinema to like I don't believe they are smoking because they saw a certain actor smoking on screen. They are smoking because they know or they want to smoke. It's written everywhere. So everything, every act of violence or every act of choice is by choice. It has got, so dragging cinema to all of it kind of may add glamour to the debate, but doesn't serve the purpose. We didn't want, there's hardly anything that we can do about it. We had to remove whatever content that the censor board wanted us to remove, and the film was scrutinized. Yeah, that is one thing I can say that. See, we don't have a say basically. You just go there and we try to explain why the idea was being shot, and whatever they wanted to remove, which we have obediently, we have done that. Yeah. But before the censor officer could cut it, my editor had chopped off another 40 minutes. That is gruesome. So 40 minutes was already chopped off by the editor, Shamir Mohammed, and I trust his intelligence in terms of filmmaking. So when he said that this is too much for you to handle or for anybody to handle, just don't show it. I said okay, fair enough. Then then was the censor cut. So if I give out the actual footage, I think it will be too much. My sister ran out of the theatre, that's one thing. She scolded me for like half an hour for making, what are you trying to do, Unni? And I said, this is just a film. And then she went and then she saw and then she was scared because I was getting beaten. So she's that naive. I said, those are fake blood, come on. But she's a soft-hearted person. She was like, this, you're just showing too much of violence. I said, how can you define violence? Chechi means sister in Malayalam. So how can you define and how can you put a limit to violence from person to person? There are individuals who do it, and so we had a healthy conversation regarding that. So I understood it is tough, but that's the kind of cinema that I wanted to make, and we did that, and we got a certificate. That what more can I ask? You cannot ask me to do. So there was a time when I did Maligapuram and they said too much of religious and too much of spirituality. I said, okay, what is too much? Where do you draw the line of spirituality which is too much? How do you define that? Let me know. Then I'm doing now this. Now this is too much of violence, but this is not just about violence. The cinema, I'm 200% sure that people are not liking Marco just for violence. It is the way it has been shot. The way aesthetically it has been presented. It has been presented in a way that people have always aspired to see a Indian film in a certain way, the look and feel and all of it. And I think we have succeeded in doing that. Nobody will watch a random bloodshed without a reasoning, and it will not. So it's like making 100 crores by fooling people and just neglecting their normal understanding of life is just too much to ask for. When the censor board says that it has been censored and it is okay for you to watch it, it is okay for you to watch it. If whatever was not okay, we have chopped it off from our side and from the censor board side. So everything else is an experience. If my sister felt too much disturbed, that's her experience from this film. Nobody can blame me for doing this because it's legally done. If somebody feels a lot of thrill and excitement, it's his excitement. My was that I was, as an actor, I have taken a step forward from being an actor to a star kind of thing, like feeling like a star, you see. So, and that is a natural process. You ask any actor, they they will say that it's an experience. I want to experience. If it is on the table, I like to taste it. I am not someone who will shy away from doing that, because I think those kind of cinema has inspired me to do cinema, and cinema is something which I have felt that people use it as a for relaxing. It's when they come out and they say, oh boss, I saw some reviews saying that, oh, this is too much, and I was getting happy like a kid, like, oh wow, this is exactly what I wanted. You felt thrilled, right? It's like peekaboo. I do a peekaboo to a kid and he'll get scared. You think he'll hate me for that? No. That moment, yeah, got scared. उसके बाद दोस्ती हो जाती है ना, you become friends. So my audience will also be like that. Oh, there's an actor who called Unni Mukundan. He made a movie called Marco, and he scared us. Now let's wait for next movie. That's the whole idea. If with Animal also, I think I feel I'm not defending anything. What my perspective or what I liked of with Marco Animal is that I went in the theaters. I was shocked. I mean, like, what is this? And the good music, and I came out with an emotion. That's it. I'm looking forward for the next. I will not take away anything from Animal to imply in my life. That understanding I have, and I feel people have it. I think the audiences in Hindi region are very, very receptive to any good content, like or cinema, whatever it is. It's just that whatever you give in a good manner, I think they are the most lovable of the lot, because you see, if the film is doing well, it's primarily because they know it's a dubbed film, but they still watch it and they enjoy the charisma and all of it. Possibly off late with the insurge of OTT and all of that, and the exposure that has happened. Now whatever the earlier heroes didn't get it, actors like me or my generation actors are getting it, the exposure. It is the exposure mainly to do with, and that's about it. I think it is the same. I mean, all the actors from Bollywood also have a strong fan base in down south. But I'll tell you, the thing is that just dubbing the language to a regional thing has not happened that much. But South Indian films or the films from down south are getting dubbed into their own regional language. So the connect gets a bit closer, I guess. Maybe that could be the reason. I am trying to be a part of industry which will just connect all of it, and eventually we all become this Indian film industry, cut down the idea of South Indian films. Now I'll tell you, Marco as a film has been shot by a technician who is from Chennai, Chandru Selvaraj, the DOP. Music has been done by Ray Basu sir, who basically belongs to Kannada film industry. I am from Malayalam film industry, and Yukti Tareja, the lead actresses, and Kabir Duan Singh, they are all from Hindi film industry. So in that sense, Marco is a product which has been made by technician in and across India, right? Predominantly it's a Malayalam film, but has been made by all the technicians in and across India. So that's one reason why this movie is doing good, because all the expertise is coming from all the nook and corners of the country. I'm looking forward that kind of a collaboration. I'm very keen on working with everyone, predominantly maybe the technician level, and then move into actors who can. Already it's happening, right? I mean, many actors are doing Tamil film from Hindi. I've seen Saif Ali Khan sir doing, Bobby Deol sir doing. I think it should go beyond. Another 10 more years, it will be great. A lot of hard work has been rewarded. So reward in terms of appreciation and financial growth is very important for us to move forward and to dream. So we also are people who want to do big cinema. So commercial success is the bottom line of any successful trade. I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to how far Marco will go. Marco is also going to be released in South Korea, one of the few films, I mean the only film from Malayalam to go there, and release in a wider canvas. So I'm very keen on looking forward to how it is going to perform in South Korea, and gradually I'll take all my films to all the nook and corner of the world. So for that to happen, I'll have to create a film that will have the capacity to satisfy a bigger audience. Let me talk about Malayalam. Malayalam as such has a reputation of doing well. So Mohanlal sir has done a lot of good work. Mammootty sir has done, and Suresh Gopi sir and Jairam. I mean, people who know Malayalam cinema, I don't have to speak for Malayalam cinema. I am someone who, since I have always been an underdog, I am very keen on betting on all the underdogs. So maybe the brands will come, but I am keenly looking forward for boys or men who are fighting it out and waiting for their day to come. And I am very open to all kind of cinema and all kind of actors who are trying their best, and looking forward for the best.